Welcome everyone to Let's Have Cocktails. Okay, my people don't want to join in once again.
This is our typical intro.
Well, welcome again. How is everyone? I'm Anique,
Roxy,
Ashley,
Nikki.
and we're here having cocktails, and we have a very interesting topic today, ladies. Ooh.
interesting indeed.
So, we're discussing today cheating.
I'm mad everybody sighed in unison. Y'all alright?
So, for a topic like this, we definitely needed the cocktails, the drinks. So, with that being said, Roxy, what's our Roxapy today?
Today we found a little something on the Hennessy website.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of Hennessy, lime juice, lemon juice, simple syrup, and just a splash of soda.
crazy.
Okay.
But I'm drinking vegan wine, and Anique is drinking her margarita, vegan,
which is
margarita.
vegan. So today, Roxy and I, we are on our last day of our cleanse. But Ashley and Nikki,
We're not about that life at all.
We good.
so how does the Roxapy's taste?
It tastes good. Like I could drink this.
Pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty
strong.
Yeah.
You're a lightweight,
Well,
though.
actually,
I was like, hold up. I'm a Hennessy drinker and it's really not that strong.
Okay, thank you.
So we may have to, bring Ashley back in throughout the recording.
Right.
If y'all hear me pausing, that's because I'm sipping.
She missed it.
Oh my, how I've missed you. So, okay, so we're gonna dive right in. Cheating. So let me ask you all, why are you fanning, Ashley?
Take that hoodie off.
Ashley is always,
thin.
y'all, Ashley is always wearing a hoodie, but she will say she's hot. I don't care what the temperature is, she's always in a hoodie. So, okay. Have y'all ever cheated?
Well,
Oh,
I'll go first and say
y'all
I
can
haven't.
see the faces.
I'll go first and say I haven't cheated.
You've never cheated.
Never cheated.
In any relationship.
Never.
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 Never,
I
ever,
believe that, but
Like, never, holding side conversations, texting.
Not now. See, now that's going
That's
into
going
what
into like
is
different
cheating.
stuff. Like what is cheating?
What's the definition of cheating? Like, what's the limit? What's the cutoff?
To my knowledge and in my interpretation, I've never cheated.
Anything I feel like you gotta keep from your partner that you
Oh.
know your partner. If you know your partner would not be happy with something you're doing with another individual, then you are cheating.
so maybe y'all need to rethink.
It could be, but that could be hanging out with your homegirl, and they be like,
Yeah,
"Yo, you
your
cheating."
girl could
Because
not like
your
your
girl could not
homegirl.
like
Now
your
we're not
homegirl.
talking about a toxic and insecure and crazy ass partner.
Right.
'Cause
Exactly.
let me tell you, no, we're not talking about that. But I'm not. Let me
Well,
hear your story.
in all honesty, I've never cheated, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna say that I've never cheated.
So Ashley, have you ever cheated?
No.
Now
Never.
that sound like a lot.
No.
It sound like a lot.
No.
She leaned in for it and
I mean,
everything.
you leaned in like you was on the stand. No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor. I've never
She
cheated.
looked like she should have leaned in and said, "I plead the fifth." Like, dude, it looked like she should be.
Right. So y'all just gonna have the two feminine women.
I think I'm gonna go with Anique.
What?
Let's go.
Let's
Come
go.
on, Amy.
Let's go.
Oh, right. So you love that.
Let's go.
Yes, I was first last
So,
week.
have you ever cheated, Anique?
Yes, I have.
Why?
I mean, shit happens. Yeah, cheated.
How many times?
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
How many?
So here's the thing, you guys. Y'all don't paint a bad picture of me. I'm single, and I don't want anyone to hear this and be like, I'm not fucking with her. So this is the thing. When I was dating guys, yes, I always kept a backup, and that's because I do not feel like men can be faithful. So I did. Now, going over into female relationships, which have been my most serious, I have cheated. Okay? But I don't even know if I should say this.
It's okay.
You don't have to name
It's
names.
okay.
I'm not naming names. I cheated, but this is the thing. I cheated on one girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know. And when what, Ashley?
She doesn't listen.
Who would know? I've had more than one girlfriend.
Now all your exes gonna be wondering, was it me?
If you're wondering, for the record, if you're wondering if it was you, no, it wasn't. Okay, so
Who you talking to? Everybody in the world.
So, but the thing was, I felt extremely, extremely bad after it happened. I immediately cut the girl off, and that was that. I felt bad. So, yeah.
How
So
did you
you
even? Oh, go ahead. Go
I was
ahead.
about to say, so you didn't get caught. You just cut it off yourself.
Immediately, it was like, we did it that one time, and that was it.
Okay.
So how did you get yourself even in a situation to cheat?
Wow.
Okay, without going into too much details, because then that would give the person away.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the thing was, okay, next person, because
No.
I mean, just think about it.
This is you gotta let it go.
Because think about it. Because we all wonder, like, yo, how you end up in a situation to even put yourself in a situation to cheat.
okay, I'm trying to figure out how to word this without saying too much.
It sounds like you're trying to be politically correct.
No, I'm not trying to be politically correct. I'm trying to be correct enough to where the person don't figure it out who it was. So the thing was, there was a particular person that I was hanging out with, and mind you, it wasn't planned. It wasn't like we had been like talking on that level. It literally
Just happened.
And I know people hate to say, oh, it just happened, but I got caught up in
the
it.
moment.
In the moment, and it happened, and that was that. But like I said, I felt extremely bad about it, and in the end, I didn't end up feeling bad, and that's because the person I found out later on was dogging me out. So I mean,
All right.
and that's that. So
All right, let's move on to the other person in the room that hasn't gave an answer.
Let's
okay.
go, Roxy.
Thank you.
Let's
Shit.
go.
Okay.
Drink to
So
that.
I plead the fifth.
No.
No, ma'am.
That's what I should have said.
I thought we could
No.
do that.
We're not in court.
No.
Oh. Okay, so yes, I have cheated. Next question.
No. Okay. Why did you cheat?
I wasn't completely satisfied in my current space. I'm not proud of it. Okay, but I just allowed some things to happen.
Okay. Did you get caught?
I did get caught.
How did you get caught, Roxy?
Emails.
You have proof?
Yes.
Damn apple.
Oh my
Damn apple.
gosh.
I just can't believe I did that. But yes, emails, texts, things of that nature got me a little wound up there. Yeah. If I could go back, I would really have left the relationship, but I didn't.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So after you got
Wait.
caught, they found out. Did you stay or did you leave?
I stayed. Well, they stayed because it was at their mercy, not mine. So they stayed, but it was never the same again. It was very, very rocky. It was like, I went into recovery and yeah, like let me fix this fast. And she was not trying to hear it. Like it was just like, nah, you fucked up. And I always wonder like why she didn't just move on. Like why she didn't leave me completely 100%. But yeah, we stayed together. We even went to counseling. That was a no. Because she wasn't receptive to anything at that time. She just wasn't over it. She wasn't to that point of being receptive to anything. She just wanted to be mad. And I get that, but by the time she didn't want to be mad anymore, I wanted to move on.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just want to say that studs are more faithful.
That is
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Studs
So,
and stems are more
also,
faithful.
now these are coming from two people who I'm no label. I'm no label.
Exactly.
So now studs and stems.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
First of all, let's be clear. Y'all are not more faithful because, and no, you're not. Because every relationship that I've
y'all two.
Thank you. Every lesbian relationship that I've been in has been with a stud or a stem. And with the exception of one, and I still don't know if she's done anything, but they all cheated. So.
But listen, we just talking about the table right
Right
here.
at the table.
We're talking about
This table over here.
No, you said stud, so you was speaking for the world.
statistically proven right now. We're 100% faithful.
100% over here.
Okay.
And I still feel like that's questionable. So
Yeah.
Anywho,
Leave it up to your interpretation. We good.
I mean,
it's okay.
I don't know. So since I guess this is like focused on me and you, Roxy, because
Whole episode.
No.
Well, okay. Let me ask you all this: have you all ever been cheated on?
I have been cheated on.
Wow.
Okay,
so
here we go.
I have been cheated on.
Okay. So, has it happened in several relationships? One,
just one that I know of.
Okay. Can you tell us a little how that about that
How
experience?
that made you feel?
Yeah, how did that make you
It
feel?
was fucked up.
Therapists.
Like, you want to be honest? It was fucked up.
Did you stay?
I still stayed afterwards.
How long?
About another year and a half, maybe.
Okay.
So y'all worked through it.
Yeah, we worked through it somewhat. I'm more of the I tried to get over it, but in the back of my mind, it was always there. Like, bitch, you cheated on me. Like, I couldn't get past it, and it wasn't a physical thing. That's what she said. It wasn't physical.
What was it?
Texting,
What they
like.
was saying, girl?
First of all, she called this motherfucker baby. I was like, hold on, you don't even say that to me.
You was in a relationship. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about like in text. Like we don't be like, hey babe. She didn't text me like, hey babe. It'd be like, hey Nikki, or hey, what's up? What we doing tonight? Like,
It wasn't no baby, but
it wasn't no baby, but the other person get a baby. I was like, what? I was like, that doesn't make sense to me, and I felt some type of way about it. I was like, so how can this happen? And, it was just a whole conversation about it. We were in counseling, and, we went to counseling. Counseling just made us realize that, maybe it just wasn't gonna work out.
For the both of y'all. Y'all went for each other? That's what you mean?
We went for each other, but I walked away in the end. It was very hard, but you know, it is what it is. You just move on.
Did she end up with the person that she cheated on you with?
No,
It never happens that way. It never happens.
cause I mean, it was like a whole year and a half later. From my knowledge, they weren't even on speaking terms anymore. So I was just like, okay, still didn't make me no difference. I still felt some type of way about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ashley, have you been cheated on?
Wow. What does
Yes.
that mean?
Yes, I've been cheated on.
Okay. So can you tell us more about the experience? How did you catch them? Did you stay? If you did, how did it affect the relationship?
Well, I was at the time I was with somebody that was struggling with their religion. So I was kind of like I was kind of like her first girlfriend, technical girlfriend.
Air quotes.
So yeah, she had dated people before me, but I was like the first girlfriend. But she was very open with her relationship to her like friends and family, and they hated it. They hated that she was with another woman. So she ended up cheating with her high school sweetheart.
A guy?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
That hurts.
Yeah.
So does it hurt more when they cheat with a guy?
For you too.
I don't think so. To me, it hurts all the same. But even though the one that cheated on me, she cheated with a guy. It was a guy that she was texting.
Interesting.
For me, I would be more upset because I think about like STDs. I think about, you know what I'm saying? Like I
That's
think
true. But because
like-
mine said it wasn't physical, I just, like, all right.
Did you believe that?
It was a struggle, but then
You did make yourself believe it, at least.
yeah.
Okay. So you felt bad, Ashley. You felt bad that she cheated. Okay.
What were other concerns? You said you started off. You said STDs and
yeah. I mean, it wasn't necessarily like I wasn't so focused on hey, you cheated with a guy, but it was just the fact, the principle, the morals. Like you betrayed me, and actually I did catch her. Cause she went out of town with him.
She was big time cheating.
Wow.
Yeah, they went to the Atlanta Battle of the Band. Yeah. Had a
Look,
good old time.
That's a good public event
Yes.
for everybody to see.
Wow.
But I mean,
You just doing too much.
yeah, she didn't care. She was answering my phone calls. Like,
With him right there?
yes.
Did you hear him?
She is.
You heard?
She ended up telling me, like, hey, I'm going to Atlanta Battle of the Bands. She didn't tell me who it was with, and I'm not the type of person to like question somebody.
okay.
Like,
Oh no, wait. So you didn't see her
Y'all was
off?
together?
Like,
well, no. We
How
was
did this
living in
work?
2 different cities.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We was living in 2 different cities, so she wasn't going to drive back and then or whatever. But yeah, and she admitted to it. She just came out the blue and told me that she cheated.
And you said you're not the type to ask questions about who somebody is going with to another state.
I just thought she was going with her
Wow.
friends.
I don't know. Like you could have asked that.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. If you give me a reason to not trust you, then of course I'm gonna ask questions. But off the back, I'm
I
not.
just
I'm
think
not the
that's
type
just
of
a
person.
basic question. Like, yeah, okay, who you gonna go with? I know you ain't going to the battle of the bands by
By
yourself.
yourself.
So who you going with?
Yeah,
But you were just, did you already know in the back of your head?
I knew that she was struggling,
But you didn't
and I
think
knew
she
that
would
was
do it?
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, she told me.
Did you stay with her?
No.
She was like, "Oh, I'm out."
Oh heck no! I'm not saying like I was when she told me that I was like, all right,
So for
We're
you,
done.
when someone cheats, that's it.
that's it for me. How can I don't know how I can recover from that. That's like the ultimate. It's not the ultimate betrayal, but I mean people do things in relationship that's like just as bad, like physical abuse and all that stuff. But now I'll be questioning you. Are you really at work? Are you really with your friends?
I think it's more of your mental state.
And part of it was that y'all was in 2 different cities.
We were.
Like, so it's even harder to even try to build, like.
And him and her lived in the same city.
So that's different.
Yeah.
Him and her lived in the same city.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see that.
I can see you walking.
I can see you walking away from it.
Yeah. Because I would think that that's going to happen over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
That sucks.
have y'all?
How did you recover from it? Like, did you just let it go and was done with it? Were you like really in love, or you know?
You know what was crazy? I was actually going through a lot then, because my mom had just died. I had gotten orders to Korea, so like it happened, but I wasn't
Stuck on it.
able to focus on it because so much other stuff was going on.
So she cheated on you when you was going through all of this.
Oh, you should have
You
definitely
know
left her alone.
Let me
She
tell you,
tried-
my friend Ashley is a good person. Okay? And that shit is just fucked up. How do you do that? Shit. I'm pissed off with you. Shit.
Okay, so on to the next person.
Yeah, so we can calm this one down.
Right? Let's go to Roxy. Roxy, have you ever been cheated on?
I'm sure I have, but they slick as me.
You got that slick 'cause you got caught.
Right?
You got caught, remember? So you
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So no, I don't think that I do think somebody has cheated, but I don't have any proof. So I'm gonna say no to the question because I have never caught anyone cheating.
She said, have I?
It's your story.
Look, turn to the right. Have I?
I mean, it hasn't been some question.
It is no, but if she
can't
that's her story. That's
No,
her
I'm
story.
seriously thinking, like, I really don't remember nobody cheating, but somebody has done questionable things.
Like what?
Like being on the phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I walk up there and they just caked up. Like, what you doing? Talking about, I don't get off of work till 12, so this is when I gotta talk to people. I mean, she was working the night shift.
I would just like to say she was definitely cheating. I just want to put that out.
Well, let's be clear. Like, she did end up leaving and going to stay with somebody. But let's say this: we were not, air quotes, together at that time. We were just living together because we had already broken up a while back, but we were living together, and I just expected her to really respect the space. Don't bring nothing in here. I won't bring nothing in here. You ain't gonna be caked up. You need to wait till I'm at work, type of thing. But she went against that for sure. But other than that, I think that's about it in regards to cheating acts. But I still felt some type of way. I could have killed him. But I didn't. She still lives today.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yet she lives.
Right?
Okay. Hey, Neek, what you got?
Hell yeah. I have been cheated on. I've been cheated on, off, around, up, down, shit. I have been cheated on, yes. Yes. I have been cheated on.
Multiple times?
Multiple times.
Did you forgive? Like, how did you?
Did you stay?
In every relationship that I was cheated on, I stayed. In every one, I stayed.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I mean, we would argue, get into an argument about it, and I leave, but they come back, So, but now I've learned, because this has been in my 20s. So now I've realized that if someone cheats, I need to just leave the relationship, because what happens is I feel like I get to a point where then now I'm pushing him away because it's like you said, Ashley, I'm questioning everything.
Yeah.
Everything in the relationship changes from sex, because now it's hard for me to have sex with you and be the person that I was before, because now it's in my mind, you know, what were you doing with these other women, you know? And then a lot of times the women don't look like me. So now that, you know, so now other insecurities have kicked in, because I'm wondering, why do you want to stay with me if all the women that you are cheating with look like this and I look like this, you know?
All the women, you mean like multiple times in a relationship? Like, I'm just asking.
But, well, one particular relationship, which is the one I was in when I met you, Roxy, that was multiple times.
So why did you stay?
I was about to ask the same question.
Y'all, let me tell you.
Head over heels.
Like drink your bath water crazy. This one. Yes.
Y'all.
That's what it was. I think like
that person
imprinted on her.
I don't
like Twilight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. But if everybody understood like how tight and how tight knit the bond was between me and this person initially, and I'm just saying that nobody to this day has ever made me feel like that.
Wow.
And
would she say the same?
I don't know. I mean, we're friends to this day. Like, if
you don't know if she was.
I don't know what she would say, but I do know that at that time she was just young, you know, because now she's, you know, much more mature. She's a really good person, and if I needed her for anything, she'd be there. You know what I'm saying?
You did say it was in your 20s.
Yeah.
You were in your 20s. You are.
And she was younger than me too. So, you know. But I'll tell you, it got to a point where I knew of things that she was doing, but I got to the point where I just said, I'm going to stop complaining to my friends. Like, I had pulled away, and I was just like, because I'm going to stay. I knew I was going to stay. And I stayed in the relationship. And sometimes it wasn't even like it was a relationship, because she would be with someone else, because I dealt with this person for years. She would be with someone else, and I would just, whenever she called, if I did talk to someone else, I would let them know, look, this is where my heart is. If this person calls, I'm going to answer the phone.
The disrespect.
If this person calls, I'm answering the phone. If she needs me, I'm going to her. If she tells me she's coming in town, everything is shut down. I'm going to be with this person.
I don't want that guy.
And y'all, but the crazy part is y'all are saying that, but I still was talking to people. I was still dating people.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
respected that.
The honesty.
What was that? Yeah, the honesty, the straightforwardness about it.
So what was the final straw that made you leave? Like,
I can't even say there was necessarily a final straw that made me leave. I mean, she moved on. She ended up in a relationship that actually stuck. And they were like, look, you need to cut off ties with AD. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was that. But I mean, and other people, like my very first girlfriend, she cheated. I stuck around. So, and then she cheated again with the same person.
wait, what? So she went back. Oh, no.
So yeah, I was a little, but y'all gotta understand, I am a hopeless romantic. I am a love
This is
die
a
hard.
judgment-free zone. We're not judging. We all have done things in our.
I didn't know some stupid.
Like, we all have done stupid things.
The thing about me is I will just love on a person until I can't no more, because I know once I let go, that's it. But also, I have been told several times by my mom, family, friends, that when I get into relationships, I put my all. Like, because when I go into, I haven't been in like a lot of relationships. Now, a lot of people can probably say, yeah, I used to talk to a nigga, we dated. But relationship-wise, I haven't done that. Because once I get into a relationship, to me, in my head, that's it. This is the person I'm going to be with forever. So I go into it and I put everything into it. I'm pouring everything into it. So for me to walk away, I just be like, I didn't put too much into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't gave so much, and I'm like, if I'm loving somebody this hard and this much, you gotta at some point see and reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to give it back. But
that's what we think.
That's what we think.
Yeah, but some people are not capable of providing that type of love back to you.
Exactly.
And that's hard. That's hard when you really realize that, you know, that you done poured so much into somebody and then they still like the deer in fucking headlights.
I think the worst cheating experience was one particular girlfriend where she just lied her ass off. She was just a liar.
And it was stupid stuff too, wasn't it?
Well, first of all, my best friend here, Roxy. Let me tell you, Roxy was like Medea in that relationship. Because she was like, I remember when I announced to everybody that we had made it official, we was together. Roxy was like, with the big poster. You know how Medea said she'll be at the wedding with a poster saying, "Don't do it, you're making a mistake."
I definitely, and I said it out loud to her. I said, I told you not to date her. I told you she is not good people. And she was like, oh, she good. She just smiling and shit. I'm like, you in for a damn tornado. Because the thing was, the person that I was talking to was really good friends with her, and so she was always around us. And so it was just like, you know, I knew, and the person that I was talking to knew she wasn't shit. And we already knew that she lied a lot.
Well, she didn't know exactly who
she
talking about.
If you know, then you know. And that is that. But, I mean, like, she lied about any and everything. Where you at? Oh, I'm at home. On my couch. Oh, no, you ain't at home. I know she ain't at home. I can hear her on the phone telling people that. Like, no, you're not. But yeah, she was just something. She was really something. But she just had to try it out.
And yeah, so with that situation, it was just like, I felt like that was even worse than the person that I went through all that other shit with, because she just lied repeatedly. And it was just over stupid shit. So yeah, I was cheated on. That's my experience with cheating. But now I feel like if I am to find out someone cheats on me, I need to leave the relationship, because I don't think that I could come back from it.
Oh yeah, you done moved all the way into the next question, because I was just about to ask everybody, like, do you feel like you can move forward after someone cheats? I kind of think that we got that from Ashley, but it was a hell no. And now for you, it's a no after experience. What about you, Nikki?
Me personally, I don't know. It's just circumstances for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's different circumstances, because, you know, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, don't fucking play me.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah. I think I feel the same.
I feel like you insulting my intelligence at that point.
They are.
Like,
yeah. I mean, but I think that there is certain circumstances that I would kind of look deeper into, not excuse, look deeper into and wonder, like, if it's worth trying to fix it. Even though I know in my mind, like, it's gonna fuck with me for a long time. I know that. But it was something I heard today, actually, on, who was that? Was that Tabitha and Chance? Where
that thing I sent you yesterday.
Yeah, she made a comment saying that everything is forgivable. It's just based on what you set your mind to forgiving, like what you want to forgive. You know, everything is forgivable. But the Lord ain't through me yet. Definitely. But I mean, I would like to get to that space. So I do think that is circumstantial in regards to if someone cheats. Now, this is coming from somebody who hasn't been cheated on knowingly. So, I mean, that's only in my thoughts right now that I can potentially work through it. But it may not be that if it actually happened. You know, that's just my thoughts.
I think it comes with a certain level of maturity in your relationship too. Mm-hmm. Like, it depends on what stage you're at in your relationship.
Yeah.
Because our relationships go through so much.
Yeah.
So depending on what stage you're at during that time and someone cheats, that's probably like the determining factor.
What's going on right then, or there's other factors to really consider as to why somebody cheated, what's going on,
So are y'all saying that? Do you feel like there's ever a reason? Like, can cheating ever be justified in y'all eyes?
That must be the next
I'm
episode.
pleading the fifth on that as well. But
That's a good question, because sometimes I feel like maybe I was lacking some at the time.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, if you know you
Hold on.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like, what if you know for a fact you're not doing what you're supposed to do in this relationship, and the person has come to you and expressed several times that I need this from you, and da 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 da. So
yes, what about that?
You go out and cheat.
Well, that didn't happen in my case.
Oh.
Roxy looked over here like it was me. I was like, no, that didn't happen in my case.
She's asking hypothetically, like, if that was the case, do you feel like it would be different if they went out and cheated after they've already explained to you that they're lacking something? They've asked you over and over to provide that something, and you have not done it yet. So, do you think that you would give them a little bit more leniency if they went out and
I would. I probably would give them a little more leniency on that. Because in that case.
What about you, Ashley? Ashley like, hell no.
She is over here rocking like Miss Seeley. Waiting.
Damn, is it that serious? God.
I don't know. If my woman comes to me and be like, yo, you lacking in this area and I don't improve, and she goes out and cheat, I will understand why she did it.
Okay. You will understand, but you still leave her.
I ain't say that. No. I answered why. I said one
Okay,
thing.
I'm asking the question.
Okay.
Would you leave her still?
We need some counseling. we need multiple counselors, right? I need a counselor. She need a counselor. Then we need a counselor to get through. Listen, it'll be really, really, really hard for me to get over somebody cheating on me. So if I do it, man, I'm like in love. Like, I'm talking about in love, married, all of that.
You gotta be married?
And we ain't even talking about marriage now. We're just talking about like relationships.
Because ain't none of us married.
Because I think marriage is
that's completely different.
Yeah, that's different.
I think.
So I just
that's
want
a
to
different
clarify.
level.
You put
that's a
something
different
extra
level.
on the top.
Yeah,
I
want to clarify that. So you are saying that cheating can be, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it can be justified.
Yeah, it can be. Like if your partner is not giving you something that you repeatedly asking for, and y'all, like, I mean, what do you do if you love somebody and you keep asking like, hey, I need this from you, and they just refuse to do it?
Right.
I mean, you can leave them, but
Yeah, that probably was the best option. Was to leave, instead of going and cheating and stuff. But
and I will say this: I feel like if you do decide to, like, speaking from experience, if you decide to stay with someone after they cheat, you definitely, I 100% feel like you should get counseling. And if you choose to forgive, you have to also choose to put in that work. Because I think, like I said, that's where I messed up, like in one of my situations, like the main one I was telling you about. I feel like she really was trying to make it right, but it was like, I just wanted you to stay. I didn't want to get out the relationship, but I made it hard for everything. It's like I damn near pushed her back into cheating, because it was like, I guess she felt like, well, fuck. If you think I'm doing it, let me just go ahead and do it. Because I questioned everything. I was like a mess. I was the person where I would, while you in the shower, get in your phone And this is before all this extra technology went on.
Right.
You gotta have the face recognition.
Yeah, this is before all of that. And so I'm getting the phone and I would delete, because it had in there, like if you go into settings, the total amount of time that you've talked on the phone. So I would delete it so that it would start over. So when she come home,
oh my God,
when she would come home, I would look at the call log to see who you've been talking to, and if the time
very reckless,
if the time didn't add up, that means you deleted some of the people that you talked to.
Wow.
So
see, I ain't never been like that.
Right.
Oh,
let me tell you, I am a detective. But
I don't like going through people's phone because I just feel like I'm always gonna find something.
Yeah.
I go look at it.
you will, and that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like, that's why I say I should have left, because if you now I'm not doing that shit these days. First of all, I'm too old now. I'm tired. So if you have to do all of that shit, you need to just leave.
That's
Like,
true.
you just need to leave. That's my point. Like, if you're not going to put in the work to make it better, then you just need to walk away.
Yeah, because it's not on just the cheater at that point.
Exactly.
If you decide to stay, it is a part of both of y'all to actually get back to that place. And that's the thing that I think happens when people cheat. They feel like, oh, the person who cheated, they supposed to be doing all this extravagant shit and getting them back to a certain level. Yes, at some degree, yes, I am supposed to be making you feel comfortable by probably communicating more, by letting you know where I'm going, how I'm moving, stuff like that. That'll help you readjust. But at the same time, you also have to be working towards feeling the same way about me before I did it if you decided to stay. If you're not going to do your part in the work, then guess what? You need to say, you got to go. You got to move on too. So it's not just the person who cheated, it's actually the person who decides to stay as well.
And the person who decides to stay, sometimes you have to listen to the person that cheated, because if they're telling you, well, I cheated because X, Y, and Z, and so if they want to work things out with you, and you're like, yeah, okay, we can work it out, but you say, well, I ain't changing nothing because you cheated. You just need to be the one working on stuff. Then that ain't gonna work. Because you need to understand that this person is telling you, look, we need to spice up our sex life. You know what I'm saying? And you still ain't doing it. What do you think the person gonna end up doing? They're gonna cheat again.
Somebody else.
Exactly. they gonna cheat again. You know? So cheating is
That's true. Like you have to come up with a decent reason for me in order for me to want to like work on it. Because if it's not a decent reason, I'm like, bro, just go.
Yeah. Cheating, it's a very.
Because I know why.
No.
I was cheated on.
Why?
Communication.
Oh.
Your communication.
My communication skills. Like, I tend to hold stuff in at the time. So,
But you worked on that.
I've worked on it.
But the communication as to what though? What?
When stuff happens,
You just
I just used to internalize and shut down. And it's hard to deal with somebody like that. You have to be like a strong person. It takes a strong person to deal with somebody like me at the time. Yeah. I'm a little better than that now. Hold on.
Sure.
I'm better. Like, I was young. I was young.
What you said? I didn't make no assumptions. I said exactly what you said. You said a little, I said a little. Okay.
No, I'm better. I'm better, okay? I'm better.
Okay.
Oh, I cannot.
I just asked you. Like, is it a little or a lot? A little lot. Like, okay, that's it.
Y'all are crazy.
Oh my gosh, this has been fun. It has been really, really fun, you guys. And you guys have to stay tuned for our next episode, which is going to be like a part 2 to cheating, digging deeper, like the emotional side, and you know, all the nitty-gritty questions like, does it matter who you cheat with?
And actually defining like cheating, because Cheating is just a very
It's different levels. It's different levels.
So, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all sitting here talking about this. I'm just like, whew.
It's a lot. I need a glass.
I need another drink. Like, I'll drink to that.
Yes. And so we will catch you guys on the next episode. Tell them where they can find us.
So you can find us right now on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Pandora, YouTube, and that's where you'll be able to stream all of our episodes. But definitely we want you all to interact with us on Instagram at lezhavecocktails. So we do respond back, we follow back, and we're going to be posting more content and just continuing to interact with everyone. And we want to hear your all's opinions. We aired our first episode. And let me just say thank you guys so much for the positive feedback, the constructive criticism that we received, everything. We appreciate it all. Please keep it coming. What's some of the feedback that you all have gotten from like some of the people that you know that have listened to our first episode?
Well, I've gotten positive feedback in regards to, I think you guys are really onto something. The community really needs this. It's very relatable and everything. So I think that, we'll keep sipping.
and I'll drink to that.
And spilling this tea.
What about you, Nikki?
A lot of the feedback that I received was that, it's inspiring and that, a lot of people need to hear it because they may not feel comfortable with themselves.
Okay.
So that was a good one for me.
I like it. Ashley, have you? We're Ashley's friends. So,
And don't forget to mention that we have 101 followers on
So by the time we set out for our first episode, we're very excited about that. Like we said, just, keep reaching out. We're going to do a part 2 to cheating. And so we'll be uploading our episodes every 2 weeks. Also, we want to let you know that we will be adding on segments of Let's Have Shots, where we will be uploading on Instagram on our IGTV. So we'll be talking about topics not as broad and as deep, but touching on smaller topics
or current events,
going
on in the world right now.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out for us as we grow, and we're going to continue sipping on some of these nice cocktails because we need some refills. I know I do.
I think everybody does.
And then we're going to get into part 2 of cheating. So if does anyone have anything else to mention or say or anything?
Just thank you. Keep listening, please.
Please.
It's only gonna get better.
Right.
And guess
right,
what?
We're new at this, so it's gonna get better. And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Follow.
And with that being said, I'll drink to that.
Yeah.